Hello everyone, this is Teri. Welcome to my YouTube channel Amethystastrotarot. I'm a practicing astrologer and tarot reader. For your professional requests, you may always contact me through the links in my profile. Having said that, now I'm recording this video on the 31st of December 2024, and it's a Tuesday, and this is at least on the calendar wise, last day of 2024. I don't know how 2024 treated you, but I always wish that when the uh, pages in the calendars turn to the other day, hopefully the things uh, get better for you and for all of us. The interesting thing is that when we look at I wouldn't share it, but when we look at the January 1st, 2025 chart, we will still have the new moon phase. I mean, the continuance of the new moon phase that happened actually late last night. And that's actually, I think, and it would be more like from the complete darkness of the new moon that we don't see any part of the moon, and then coming slowly seeing the light part. And I think it's nice. I mean, like starting the new year with maybe a fresh page, new stars that can offer us more practical and grounded openings. And in a way, it may require some, again, effort and hard work, but still it can be more kind of stars like that could be promising in a way, longevity and long-term results for us. So in that sense, I think it's nice to have this opening chart in that sense. And when we uh, look at the month of January, how it starts, etc. At the beginning of the month, we will have some sign changes. I can actually, I think, share that so that you can see that on the screen. That we can see that here, January 3rd, we will have this Mercury retrograde post-shadow period ending. So we will, I think, be all getting away from all the retrograde period stuff that was going on. And also we will have the planet of love, values, and relationships, and harmony, and also aesthetics. Venus going into the sign of Pisces, which could be really nice because Venus is thought to be exalted in this sign. So, I mean, it can really give some nice um, feeling. I mean, like there is this also emotional aspect. There is also this compassion aspect that is coming through Pisces to Venus. And when we look at the January 6th, as you may all remember, beginning of December, Mars, planet of Mars, uh, the stamina, the drive, the energy of initiation, sometimes aggression, also the warrior inside us, the fighter, the way that we fight, the way we, I mean, like fight against or fight for, in a way. Mars will be moving to the sign of Cancer on January 6th, still being retrograde. And then Mercury, who had been for a long time in the adventurous, philosophical, free-spirited sign of Sagittarius, will be moving into the sign of Capricorn, from fire to earth, from more mutable to more cardinal, like it's like more flexible to more initiative and to feeling the power in hands. And the more another important thing. Actually, one of the important sign shifts that will happen in January would be the nodal axis shift. At the moment, the nodal axis, which in a way symbolizes our life journey, would be shifting from the Libra axis to back to Pisces Virgo axis. And about this, I have already had a beautiful chat with my friend Allison, and you may find that video on my YouTube channel. It's really great, and also, I mean, there is a lot of information about the houses and how they may impact our lives in different ways. This shift as well. And in the end, in January 13, we will be having the full moon in Cancer, and then the sun will move into the sign of Aquarius. Of course, we have to consider that this is only the until the Aquarius period. There would be other shifts and changes after that period, which I would only be talking about them when the calendar shows the time for the Aquarius season. But of course, when we look at the year 2025 in general, there would be lots of shifts in the sky. As I mentioned just now, with the nodal axis is the first shift in the terms of sign, and they stay a long time. So in that sense, I mean, these shifts have more impact. Though with the nodal axis, um, they don't like in true node it can be the case, but when we take it the mean node, they won't like go back and forth, and they will just go back. So it will touch one time and then have the impact that moment and go away. But of course, it depends on the impact. Always, as I say, with every kind of transits, I mean, like sometimes there could be life-changing, mind-changing, perspective-changing impacts as well. So we have to take that into consideration as well. And after that, I mean, like during the year, we will have the change with first Neptune moving into the sign of Aries, and that I would also again be having a nice talk with my friend Allison in the following days during January before the shift happens in March. And after that, we will have also Saturn again moving into the sign of Aries, and then we will have the Uranus. I mean, these are all like important things. I mean, because in case of Neptune, we can have a average 13, 14 years, yeah, more or less. It's not always the same number of years, but we can have, yeah, 13, 14 years of stay in a sign. And in case of Uranus, it's average again 7 years, and for Saturn it's 2.5 years generally. And so I mean, like, we are talking about slow moving planets and staying in a sign for a long time. In that sense, the impact that they have are much higher compared to fast moving planets or luminaries, like, I mean, like the moon and sun or Mercury or Venus in this case. Mars, of course, it's also around 2 months, generally 40, 42 days we will see it staying in a certain sign. So I mean that we will have that change, and also Jupiter will be moving into the sign of Cancer, where also it is like feeling powerful because it's exalted in the sign of Cancer after being in the more visiting team in the sign of Gemini. But of course, I will be making videos. Probably, I mean, hoping that I will have collaborations and making all these talks with esteemed astrologer friends so that we can have a nice chat and brainstorming about these subjects. So we will have a lot of sign changes, and of course, depending on that, it will have different impacts, all these changes in our lives, again, depending on their contact with the planets and the placements in our natal charts. So I think that would be sorry, the general impact for the year 2025. It's always good to sorry, to look into the details of everything as the time approaches, as the changes are nearly due, so that we can have this fresh perspective about them. Having said that, I would like to, is tarot, I generally don't do many live draws because I generally think a lot on the cards that I draw and what they mean, and I try to understand them really well before I make an interpretation on them. But today is a change as part of this welcome 2025 package, let's say, with astrology. I wanted to combine tarot, and I will be drawing one card from the tarot of the sevenfold mystery for 2025. I think I will make later a reading, maybe January or the first quarter, but 2025, just to make the energy. And by the way, as I said, 2025, 2 plus 2 plus 5, 9. The card of the year is Hermit, and I had a wonderful conversation with my friend Gwen, which is on the YouTube also, my channel. You can also watch it. It was brilliant. I mean, with all those different decks and everything. So, I mean, it was really great. I will also there, I had the chance to talk with Gwen about the Three of Pentacles, because the year January will start in the second decan of Capricorn, and and the associated minor arcana of that is Three of Pentacles. So we talked about it. Also, we talked about the new moon as well. So let's just draw one card for 2025. It's like nice. It's a Queen of Cups. I mean, like that's from the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery. And here we see that the Queen is looking into a cup. There is a question, and also we have the famous the star there. And I think, yeah, that's a lot of thinking. I mean, when we look at her face, I mean, there is a kind of a bit of no, that she's thinking, I mean, like this pensive appearance as well, but at the same time she's trying to like focus on the cup and trying to answer some questions. In a way, it's like contemplating about what can it be. So I think if we think that, I mean, especially thinking of the Hermit, I mean, like the card of the year, it's also about sometimes reflecting on our ideas, and then in a way you get into your own place, like it's like you isolate yourself a bit to stay with your thoughts and everything, and then rethink about them. And it's in a way here, maybe I don't know if there is, we can say that it's like there is an isolation, etc., but it's in a way you are like just focusing or concentrating on certain things and trying to understand the why. So in a way, it may be the case that, I mean, when we think about these, both of these cards, the Hermit and the Queen of Cups that I drew, it could be a year that it would be more like thinking, putting our ideas together and also reflecting on them, in a way wrapping up, and it's like, and seeing things through to be able to move forward. Maybe there won't be in a way a lot of action, maybe a lot of things going on, and like we would be always on the move doing things, etc., but it's more like at a point like sitting, thinking, and so that we can find ways. Also, I think since it's cups, there's emotional also. I think we have to tap into our hearts a lot in that sense. I mean, to understand things better, maybe to internalize things better. And after that, maybe after 2025, in that sense, we can come to this point of like reach a point after this focusing concentration period. We can understand like, okay, now I have seen, I have realized, I have experienced, and I have just thought about everything. Now I may move in this direction, in that direction, and see the way forward. I think that's the feeling that is giving about this Queen of Cups for the year. And also the bottom card is interesting. That's the Temperance card. It's like Temperance card is interesting. We hear that the person is like pouring water and there's fire. I mean, like we have everything in ourselves. No, there's the fire part, but there's also the water part. That is also this all the, I think the green and etc. It goes with the earth and everything. So we have, I mean, even something can be more dominant in the appearance. So we are made of all the elements. So I think maybe our question is like, how do we find a balance? How do we find a way not to dominate something over the other, and we can use all the elements that are within us in a balanced way? I think that the question and the answer is coming like maybe with the Queen of Cups. It's like maybe focusing, concentrating, and reflecting on everything, maybe taking any action. That could be the way to find the balance, maybe through 2025. And I think that would be that with me. As I said, in 2025, I will continue being here on my own with my monologues, and also with the collaborations that I have been having, and hopefully adding more with the really fellow astrologers and tarot readers, so that you can also have a chance to hear different opinions, different perspectives, and all our brainstorming together. I wish everyone a wonderful, healthy, happy, and abundant 2025. Hope to see you in the new year. Bye bye.